Hey guys, so we're going to go over project number 1 in this video. I'm hoping this will help kind of clarify what's expected for this project. You can find project number 1 in its own module. So let's go ahead and click on this page here, and this will have the content description for this project. So it's something that you're going to want to get started on right away. It's not due until February 23rd. So you have time to work on it, but you're going to need to be working on this as you are completing week 1 through week 6, essentially, in this course. So you want to get started on planning now. You want to get things set up. You want to make your visits. You want to start writing your papers. The project is worth 15% of your overall grade for the course. So it is kind of a higher stakes project. For this project, for project number 1, you have 2 options. You can either visit an artist studio or visit an art gallery. You have to pick one of these options, obviously. You don't want to have, obviously you're not going to go with 2 options. So on this page, we have option number 1, the artist studio visit. We'll go over that now. I did include this. It's a PDF file. So one quick note on this is this option may suit those that are more visually artistic and maybe savvy with digital media software. And it also requires that you know an artist well enough to go visit their studio in person. And don't forget folk artists such as, quilters, car customizers, people that do beading, stained glass, etc. Those kinds of things all count as artists for this project. So let's take a look at the option number 1, the artist studio visit. This is a PDF file, so we can take a look at this. So please complete an artist studio visit. If you have a close friend or relative that's willing to let you into their studio, this will be the project for you. Don't forget, like I said, quilters, car customizers, people that make furniture, those types of people are all folk artists. Folk artists are common. They may have rooms in their garages or in their homes that you can come and visit. If you're not lucky enough to know an artist, they don't have to be a folk artist. They could be a painter or drawer, somebody that likes to draw, things like that. But if you don't know an artist, consider doing option number 2, which is the second option, which is the art gallery visit instead. So this option may not be the best option for everyone. It just kind of depends on if you know somebody with an art studio. So for this project, you need to take a tour around the studio, have the artist explain the different parts of their studio, have them explain some of the tools they commonly use, ask some questions. You'll need enough information and pictures and things like that to fill 15 slides. So I did give you 15 different questions that you can use. You can also create your own questions. Make sure that you listen intently and that you write down the answers to these questions. You can also email them these questions and they can write down their answers for you and then email them back to you. But I've had students record, like with their phone, just the audio, and then that's their note, and then to themselves, when they go to make the slides, they listen to the audio the student does and writes down the answers from the audio that they recorded. So that's another thing that you can try to do, is just record the answers and then use that for your notes, essentially. So a lot of them are like, what's your background? How did you get into art? How long have you been doing art? What's your favorite tool? Things like that. What inspires you? What advice would you give your younger self? Things like that. Definitely remember to document this tour with photos. Cell phone will work just fine for this. Remember to take notes or record the audio of the artist's answers with your phone. Please take at least 15 pictures of the studio tools and make sure to include a picture of yourself with the artist in their studio. This proves that you were there. So I want you to take pictures of yourself with the artist in their studio. That is required. It needs to be on one of your slides. After you're done with your visit, feel you have enough info, pictures, audio, video. Create a slideshow of your experience using Google Slides, PowerPoint, or Canva. Create at least 15 slides. You can have more. Each slide should have some text narrating the stage of your exploration of their studio, and then include text that relays the answers to at least 15 of the questions that are listed above, or your own questions also work. And use the pictures in your slides as well. You can include quotes the artist gave you during your visit if you wish. And you can include any additional details on your slides, whatever you wish to include there that you think is interesting. Just make sure you have answers to at least 15 questions. Provide me with a PDF file that includes each slide, at least 15 slides or more. If you created something that's animated or has video in it or a slideshow, Canva's really good at that. You can download that as an MP4 file instead, and then upload that into Canvas by the due date. So that's option number 1. Let's take a look at option number 2. Here it is. It's a PDF file as well. You can download both of these, and look at them separately. You don't have to look at them in this viewer within Canvas, but this is also, same 15% of the overall grade. This is just a second option. It's an art gallery visit. This is an in-person art gallery visit. So you would have to find an art gallery or museum that features art from today or from the past and take a tour in person. You can go with friends or family, or you can just go alone. One reason why I wanted you guys to do this potentially is visiting an art gallery is a surprisingly rewarding experience, especially if you've never been to one before. Like, you think it might be boring or like not cool at all, but then you end up going and you're like, this is actually really cool. So I just wanted to give you guys the chance to explore this if you haven't already in your lifetime. So document your visit with pictures. Your phones work good for this. Make sure to take a picture of you in front of the art gallery or museum. Make sure to take at least 4 pictures that prove you were there. Ask employees if this is okay. Usually they'll allow you to take pictures, but it's always good to ask first. Complete a tour of the gallery and pick out your favorite artwork. Next, write a formal evaluation about the work using one of the 3 theories of art criticism. So formal, contextual, or expressive. You guys don't know what this is quite yet, but you'll need to write about this piece using techniques covered from chapter 5. So once we read chapter 5 and complete the evaluating art assignment, that should prepare you for the written evaluation part of this option, basically. And your evaluation should be at least 3 paragraphs long. Make sure to include a picture of the artwork you chose to evaluate, either a picture of it with your phone, which is kind of recommended, or you can find it on Google maybe, or on the gallery website, but more than likely you probably should just take a picture of it with your phone. And then after you write about the artwork, 3 paragraphs, write 2 paragraphs about the artists, probably a biography and an explanation about the art that they produced. Definitely just enough information about the artist to fill 2 paragraphs. Remember to write in your own words. I do check for plagiarism, so make sure you're writing in your own words. And then next, write 1 paragraph about the art gallery or museum. Any historical facts will do. And then you can use, Microsoft Word, Google Docs for this paper. First, you'll place your photos one after the other, 4 images proving you were there, plus the image of your evaluated artwork. And then place the 3 paragraphs of evaluation under the artwork picture, and then the 2 paragraphs about the artist, and then the 1 paragraph about the art gallery or museum underneath that. That's kind of how I want you to structure the paper. And then save your paper out as a PDF file or Word document and upload that into Canvas by the due date. So that's basically, the 2 options that you have. Either you visit a friend's artist studio and, take pictures and do a tour and make kind of a slideshow, or you do option number 2, which is an art gallery visit in person where you create a paper basically and take pictures. So that's basically the wrap up of that, and let me know if you have any questions about this. It's not due till February 23rd, but we do need to get a start on it now because it does take some time to get everything set up and do the actual visit to either the art gallery or the artist studio, and then writing the paper or creating the slideshow also takes some time. So you need to have that ready by February 23rd. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.